NASCAR has definitely had some historic red flag crashes in its entire history. When the red flag is displayed, it's because there's been a massive accident on the track and it calls for a lot of cleanup. But most of the time, these massive accidents have some of the most unbelievable ways a car can crash, from flipping to nosing into a wall head on and to much, much more. In this video, this is exactly what we're going to dive into. Exiting the carousel at Watkins Glen in 2009, Kasey Kahne and Sam Hornish Jr. were racing hard side by side. Kahne and Hornish would make contact, sending Hornish into the grass. Hornish would then hit the wall, ricocheting back across the track and collecting Jeff Gordon. This was one of the biggest accidents at Watkins Glen we have ever seen up until this point. This definitely changed Watkins Glen forever, as since then they added runoff room so nobody could go into the grass, and they extended the wall. But regardless, this was one of the most massive cautions that ended up being a red flag at this racetrack.
Here's Sam Hornish racing with Kasey Kahne as they come out of the corner. Oh, looks like Kasey got loose and tried to correct it. Got into Sam, and goodness gracious, what just as we saw the other day. Wow, huge lick by Jeff Gordon. It's good to see him get out of his car. And Sam Hornish. Both of those cars hit extremely hard on that second impact.
Gordon head on into the Armco barrier.
We saw this happen with Jason Leffler's car the other day, get thrown back, and Jeff Gordon wide open, nowhere to go. It's good to see those guys get out of the car.
Joey Logano just missing the inside of the 77 car when he came by.
Right along with Jeff Gordon here. Be ready, folks. This is hard. Ooh. Man, just no time to do anything.
And there's no safer barrier there. That's just an Armco barrier, steel barrier. Fortunately, Jeff able to get the helmet off and walk away.
The summer race at Daytona has always been chaotic. You cannot tell me otherwise, but this is one of the most anticipated events year after year after year. The summer race at Daytona always puts on a show and always puts on some wild crashes. There's never really been a race that hasn't had one of the biggest crashes of the season at this exact event. Just like in 2014, when down the backstretch, Greg Biffle and Kasey Kahne would get turned sideways across the whole backstretch, covering the entire track with cars. Kyle Busch even flipped over in the weirdest way possible. This is one of the greatest red flags we've ever seen.
Oh, here we go. Trouble. That's Kasey Kahne that goes sideways. Joey Logano nowhere to go.
Oh my, half the field is gone.
The big one at Daytona has happened at lap 97.
That is the huge one at Daytona.
Justin Allgaier.
Oh, the
Denny
18
Hamlin,
gets on its roof.
Kyle Busch rolls upside down.
Wow.
Turn him over.
And watch Danica in this outside line right here. She and the 2 car of Brad Keselowski. Wow. That 1 car's up in the air right there.
All 4 tires were off the ground.
He just launched.
This has to be one of the most unbelievable crashes at Indianapolis Motor Speedway in NASCAR. John Hunter Nemechek and Daniel Hemric, yes, 2 irrelevant drivers, would cause a massive accident middle of the pack with 2 laps to go. Hemric and Nemechek would slide hard into the inside wall, moving the wall. Yes, you heard that right. They actually moved the wall as they ricocheted back across the track, collecting Denny Hamlin and others. The red flag had to be displayed so they could repair the wall. And I was at this race, and it was one of the most wild experiences I've ever had.
And yeah, he just, Hemric couldn't get slowed down like Nemechek expected that he could. They were on corner entry as well.
Yeah.
Which makes it even that much harder to gauge it.
You see the red on the NBC logo. The cars have been stopped on the front straightaway.
Glancing blow off that inside wall.
And the red flag, I don't believe, has anything to do with fuel load. That NASCAR's not really ever done that. Just this track is so narrow.
Big contact in 1.
Yeah, that's a big shot. I think that's the 42 right there. The white car is.
The 2024 Yellowwood 500 Talladega. It's one of the most iconic races on the NASCAR schedule, the playoff race at Dega. Nothing gets more exciting than this. And nothing really got more exciting than this. When Todd Gilliland was being lapped, it disrupted the bottom lane's formation. Brad Keselowski would slam into the back of Austin Cindric, spinning him across the track, and ended up collecting over 25 cars. One of the biggest wrecks in NASCAR history. A fun fact about this wreck is Denny Hamlin was a mile behind this accident. He ended up finishing in the top 10 when running 30th before this, just because so many cars were caught up in this wild accident.
Watch the bottom row. Right there. The 2 got so far out in front of the 6, and then with all the pushing and shoving, it got mixed up when they passed the lap car of Gilliland. That changed the energy of the pack.
That was a big hit to the left side of the 47. Unbelievable. The 47 was able to keep it straight. But if we watch that again, watch this 2 car right here. Gets pushed, bang, right off the 47. Stenhouse is able to keep.
The 2009 race at Dover was wild for Joey Logano. It was his inaugural season driving for the number 20 car in the NASCAR Cup Series for Joe Gibbs Racing. He ended up getting turned at Dover and barrel rolling down the track. This was a wild accident because you never see accidents where cars will be flipping at Dover. Now that is something wild that you don't see to this day.
We're getting into 3, guys.
Joey Logano.
Big crash.
Oh, he's all tied down. Over and over, Logano goes between 3 and 4.
No.
The car will come back to rest on all 4 tires.
Really just kind of a stack-up effect. Like one of them got on the brakes and kind of forced. Yeah, look at Tony Stewart just missing this crash. Man, here's where it really gets exciting. Man.
We talked about that there's nowhere to go as you come off of these corners, and when something like this happens, you make a commitment, and you've got one opportunity really to miss this wreck. Tony Stewart did a great job. Some others got caught up in. Let's drive along with Tony Stewart here. See it develop right in front of him. He actually got into the back of the 20 as he checked up.
1 year before the chaotic wreck with Jeff Gordon and Sam Hornish at Watkins Glen, there was another chaotic wreck, and it was when Michael McDowell and Bobby Labonte got into each other on the final corner. They ended up sliding up the track and spinning each other down the track. And when that happened, the same guy that was involved in the Jeff Gordon clip earlier, Sam Hornish, slid into the sand barriers, throwing sand all across the racetrack as he slid into the entrance of pit road.
Crash on the track.
Oh, heavy contact cars crashing. There's Hornish. 1 car in flames. Heavy contact. The 43 involved. Blaney involved. David Gilliland is heavy. The whole front of that car
nothing you can do.
Sheared away. There's David Gilliland. The good news is the window net is down, and he is pulling the visor up. Look at the front of that car, completely destroyed. Go in turn 11.
Then Michael McDowell gets into the back of Gilliland, get into the corner here. Oh my goodness. Just a hard lap.
Right across in front of Labonte, who backs that car into the guardrail. There comes the 77 of Hornish. He was involved. See, Ryan Newman just stopped in the 12 car.
That was a lot of really hard hits right there.
Gilliland, oh, that's a 43 car that came down, and yes, Gilliland bounced off the wall.
In 2019, Alex Bowman throws a horrible block on Joey Logano. With a full head of steam, Logano, easily over 5 to 10 miles an hour faster, had nowhere to go but the back bumper of Alex Bowman's Chevrolet. Alex Bowman would then be hit by Logano, spinning him down the track and sending him right back up across the track into the field. This would collect his teammate Jimmy Johnson along with Kyle Larson and end a lot of championship hopes for a lot of drivers. This was a massive accident at Talladega, and one that will not be forgotten for years to come.
That was a really late block from Chase Elliott. I think fortunate to get away with that.
How about Alex Bowman in the 88? He gets a shove. He's going to go sideways right in front of the pack. The 48 caught up, and the 9 is caught up. The caution has come out. He got a big shove right into the front of the pack. The 42 of Kyle Larson, he is there. The 11 is caught up. And flames coming out from underneath the 48 of Jimmy Johnson. Alex Bowman up front, blocking, trying to stay up front, got a huge shove and it sent him down low and then right up in front of the pack.
If you've enjoyed this video, please hit the like and subscribe button down below. Also, if you've liked this video, I'm pretty sure these videos will catch your eye also.